Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we're going to be discussing the 1983 Stephen King film, A Horror Story, based again on one of his novels, The Dead Zone, starring Christopher Walken and Brooke Adams. All the rest of her name, Brooke Adams and Maureen Sheen. But this movie is another movie based on another Stephen King novel, and this one pretty much has a straightforward plot. It's not that it's not that scary. It's just a straightforward plot where Christopher Walken plays a school teacher who one night was way home from his girlfriend, who was played by Brooke Adams in the film. He gets into a car accident, and he ends up getting into a coma, and was in a coma for 5 years. A real long time he was in this coma. And then when he finally wakes up, he realizes that he has the power, or mental power, that he has some kind of weird psychic power. And if somebody touches his hand, like I'm doing here, like it touching a hand, or if it goes like this, touches somebody else's hand, do the reverse, he gets some kind of psychic vision of what's going to happen to that person, or someone that person knows. And this happens to a couple of times when he predicted that, there was one nurse whose daughter was trapped in their house was on fire or something. He said, "Get your daughter out! Get your daughter out! Get your daughter out! Because your house is on fire! Get your daughter out!" It's like, how does he know? And then, of course, the fire department saved the nurse's daughter before the nurse got to the house. And so, of course, that story got out, and he made Christopher Walken's character had a news conference to discuss what happened, and got so much publicity. He didn't get help from the local, especially the local police department, the local sheriff by Tom Skerritt, who was played by Tom Skerritt, from Top Gun and Steel Magnolias, asking for help. And he did help the guy for this one particular case, and in doing so, he ended up getting shot by the killer. So he decided, after he recovers, from the gunshot wound, he moves out of town, moves to a new town, and he becomes friends with a neighbor of his, or some guy down the street, who is big into the local politics of this town, and he asks, usual, right? And he asks Christopher Walken to tutor his son, because he knew he used to be a school teacher. Hey, maybe you could help my son out because he's not doing so well in school. Maybe you could tutor him, and I'm willing to pay you whatever you want. And he says, at first he didn't want to take the job, and then he thought it over and said, okay, I'll do it. And meanwhile, he finds out that his father is involved political-wise with Maureen Sheen's character, who's running for the U.S. Senate in whatever state it's supposed to be. This movie's supposed to take place. And at first, the guy was very reluctant to endorse Maureen Sheen because he didn't like his views, the way he wants to do. And so, but Maureen Sheen strong on them to support him. So okay, support him. And then it's one particular day, Christopher Walken touched the father of the kid that he's tutoring. He realized he's going to have a hockey game on this lake, or at least a practice, and the son will drown because the ice was like thin on this lake. He's going to crash to the ice and drowns. So he convinced them, don't have the practice. Don't do it on this ice. Two kids are going to drown. Throw the ice and drown, including your son. Don't do it. And then he said it so much. And at first he didn't believe him. He said, "Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have the practice anyway." And then, but the son decided to stay home because he believes in the teacher. They will get hurt. He said, "Okay, stay home." And then meanwhile, finds out that he didn't have the practice, and two kids did drown. He says, "Geez, this guy really knows something." And the father already knew that Christopher Walken has this gift, And so what happens is later on, they had this rally for Warren Sheen had this political rally, and Christopher Walken and the father of the kid that's doing it said, "I don't think this guy's all that right. Can you do like a psychic thing on this guy, or use your gift on this guy and see what you see? Maybe I'm reading this guy wrong." And he said, "I don't want to do it. I think you may be reading this guy wrong. I want you to confirm or deny my gut feeling on this guy." So, on the Martin Sheen character. So, Christopher Walken had to be like nagged into it. So, alright, so he shakes Martin Sheen's hand and then he realizes that Martin Sheen will eventually get elected president and press the button to set off the nuclear missiles and start a nuclear war. So, of course, you have to understand the movie came out in 1983. So there's now political Cold War, possible nuclear war tensions going on at that time. So there was really a big fear. It wasn't something used as a plot point in the movie. It was an actual fear. It was actually going on in reality in that time. So Christopher Walken realizes if he doesn't do something to stop this guy, if Christopher Walken didn't do something to stop Warren Sheen, we're going to have World War III. Or at least a nuclear holocaust on the planet. So Christopher Walken gets into his idea into his mind to go kill Warren Sheen, and he does shoot at him, but he missed. And what happened was he grabbed. Well, I should also mention that Christopher Walken's girlfriend is now married to a guy who was working for Warren Sheen, and they had a baby together, like a 1-year-old or 2-year-old baby. So what happened was, Warren Sheen, as soon as Christopher Walken was shooting at Warren Sheen grabs Brooke Adams' baby and holds it up like a human shield. And Brooke Adams goes, "Hey, don't grab my baby!" The whole "don't grab my baby" thing. And of course, he doesn't get shot. Well, Christopher Walken actually won't get shot by Warren Sheen's bodyguards. And unfortunately, Christopher Walken did not kill Warren Sheen. But what happened was that Warren Sheen's political future ended right then and there because he grabbed the baby as a human shield, and there was a photographer taking pictures of Warren Sheen holding the baby up, using the baby as a human shield so he wouldn't get shot. And of course, and Warren Sheen grabs Christopher Walken and says, "Well, who are you? Why are you trying to kill me?" And then, of course, then Christopher Walken had one more psychic vision, and there was an image of Newsweek magazine with Warren Sheen holding the baby up as a human shield, and saying, "Oh, this is the end of Warren Sheen's character," and he doesn't even get elected senator. He doesn't get elected. He couldn't even get elected dog catcher at that point because of what he did with Brooke Adams' baby. And so, of course, now he wants to get that photographer who took that picture. And of course, now you never know what happens to that photographer. But because of that photographer taking the picture of Warren Sheen holding the baby, that's what ended Warren Sheen's political career, at least in the course of this movie. So Christopher Walken got what he wanted, and he died. And Christopher Walken died right there because he stopped Warren Sheen's character, and he ends up dying from the gunshot wound. And that's pretty much how this movie ended. I thought it was a decent movie for what it was. And I thought it had a good plot, but I thought it didn't focus enough on his psychic gifts and that type of thing, because it spent a lot of time with him, with his old girlfriend, and the whole political stuff with Warren Sheen's character and all that type of crazy stuff that happens at the end of this movie. But I thought it was a good little plot point that he develops his psychic ability. But I thought Christopher Walken gives a good performance. I thought Warren Sheen is pretty good as a villain in this movie. Well, he's a villain in real life, because thanks to him, Zero Dark 30 didn't get the Oscar for Best Picture. Superman for that. But It's pretty interesting to see him play a villain. But as a movie, I thought it was a good movie, good plot. And usually you don't like Stephen King movies because they think it's all crap. But this one is like, I think it's like maybe one of the forgotten ones. Because you have movies like Misery that came out and stuff overtook some of the movies back in the 80s. So that's my review of the movie The Dead Zone. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video on your Facebook pages. And check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at RallyC.com. It's on WDY. C.com. There's a homepage of the reviewer, Christy Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.